I was just doing this in my desk chair at home. I was in 6th grade, and I fell over backwards, and I fractured my wrist, and I was screaming bloody murder. My dad came out of his room and yelled at me to shut up because the football game was on.
Oh yeah, I was in 6th grade.
And I insisted that I'd hurt myself, and he said he thought I was lying.
Aww.
It's okay. He didn't know.
Did he know eventually?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because my mom took me to the hospital, and
And it was for sure a fracture.
Oh yeah, for sure a fracture. But no one in my family had ever broken anything at that point.
So no one knew.
Right. So there was no way that he could have been sure.
No one in your entire family's ever broken a bone. What?
No, I was the only one. My dad broke his ankle once when I was a kid.
Throughout the Lieberman bloodline, you were the one person to really break a bone?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
No
God.
one's punched any of you guys in the face?
Has
No,
a Lieberman ever been in a fight
shockingly
before?
no. Have I ever been in like a full-on fight?
Any Lieberman. Not even Grandpappy Lieberman.
Well, I'm
During
sure
the
he would
Prohibition?
argue that he was, but I don't think that he was.
Not for
My grandpa was a notorious liar. He
So
recently
no one
passed
and no
away.
one punched him.
I'm sure someone must have punched him. There is a member of our family, like a long-lost member of our family named Split Lip Cohen, who was a gangster, and he
Was he a Cohen brother?
No. He was like a Jewish gangster in New York, and he would get beat up all the time, hence the name Split Lip Cohen, because he would always have a split
But
lip
no
from getting
broken
punched in the
bones.
face. I don't think he ever had a broken bone in his life.
That's kind of amazing.
Yeah, and yet I have fractured my wrist falling out of a chair, and I sprained my ankle running down a hill to a natural hot spring in Costa Rica. And there we are. Welcome to Table Talk, that show on the internet where we talk about your topics and questions via the hashtag Table Talk on the Reddit /r/SourceFed. I'm Matt Lieberman.
I'm Steven Suptic.
I'm Starlene Hodge.
Yay! Star, have you ever done Table Talk before?
This is my second one.
Your second Table
Yeah.
Talk? Well, I'm so excited. This is a great group.
It's Starlene.
Starlene.
This entire time.
Oh,
No.
you didn't know?
You thought it was
This
Starline?
I thought it was Starline.
This happens a lot, but it's fine.
wonder
I
if there's
thought
a-
it was Starline because we met way before SourceFed, and then we were friends on Facebook, and I'd known you as Star, and I thought, oh, Starline, interesting. I did not know until you
Facebook
moved
just
here.
recently added pronunciation.
They did?
Yeah, so I
Ooh.
put it on there, and
No
then
more suck dick.
and then I made a post saying like, oh, because I know most of you don't know.
Yeah.
And then I got a lot of people going in like,
Oh,
years.
yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, no one calls me by my full name. Everyone shortens it to Star anyway.
Wait, but
so-
no, what you have to do, Suptic, is you need to put a pronunciation that says
Suck dick. I would love to do that, Matthew Lieberman. Thank you very much. So your legal name is Starlene?
Starlene Shomata Hodge with an X. Because my mom didn't give me any options.
What nationality is that? Hebrew?
I don't know. My mom was just like, I like the
German.
way Starlyn looks with L-Y-N,
Mm-hmm.
but she didn't like the L-Y-N part, so she changed it to L-I-N-E.
Okay,
That's a
so it
very
wasn't
cool
to
name.
sound like Charlene, but with Star.
Right.
Now, Hodge
Okay.
twins are my favorite YouTubers. Just thought I'd put that out there.
I saw a video today that Megan Ton just posted where they were talking about her butt.
I remember
from a
that.
while
Yeah,
ago.
you know what? Good for her for that. I mean, I would love for the Hodge twins to talk about my butt, but they never will.
I don't know who the Hodge twins are.
Oh, you should look them up.
They
after
are
this. They're really
they are-
classy people.
Yeah, they are two twin African American gentlemen who are very
Burly.
athletic. Yeah, they have a
Okay.
burly build.
We might be cousins. I wouldn't be surprised.
What?
I would love to find out that you're related to the Hodge twins.
That would be very
There's
strange.
so many Hodges, and like, there's a reason I don't
Aldous
particularly
Hodge.
date people from the Caribbean because my grandpa was an island hopper, so I have a lot of cousins.
Really?
A
Yeah.
vagabond, as many would
Wait,
say.
so is Hodge a very popular last name in the Caribbean?
At least in St. Martin, is 3 big families. It's Hodge, Gums, and there's another one I don't
Gums
remember.
is so cool.
And like,
I want my last name to be Gums.
Matthew Lieberman
And-
Gums.
and-
Gums.
my grandma had 11 kids,
Oh, damn.
but my grandpa had more kids.
How do you have more kids than 11?
Because
Cheating? Or
it's
he
just-
multiple wives?
You know what? Island life. You know,
Island
you just
life.
Island
you
life.
have a good time. You,
Hashtag Dat Island Life. And I hope you do it with
and
the YL.
he had families on several islands, and
Oh,
so
boy.
I have
What
a
a
lot
rich
of
history.
Yeah.
I have a lot of cousins, so I'm very hesitant if someone says, "Oh, like I'm from the Caribbean." I'm like, we need to
Yeah, hold on.
figure
Let's
out.
Ancestry.com this shit real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, first topic comes from one massive phantom on Reddit. Would you rather be able to make anyone fall asleep instantly for 30 seconds or go back in time 3 seconds?
A lot of the embarrassing things I do in my life are over a larger span than 3 seconds. I'm going to put people to sleep.
Well, what about you, Star?
I think I'd go back 3 seconds.
I think 3 seconds too, because it doesn't say that you can't like repeat it, like chain it. So it's like 3 seconds at a time. You're going back in time, 3 seconds, 3 seconds, 3 seconds, like enough times that you can change one small thing.
Yeah, but if I say some
it's like
embarrassing
Galaxy
shit,
Quest.
like that's the only useful situation to use the 3 seconds thing.
Oh,
Like,
see, I was thinking movies. Like if I'm watching a movie at the theater and I somehow didn't hear what they
you missed
said
something.
and I missed the line, I'm like, wait, what happened? And I'm like, no, just.
I love that that's the extent of you thinking about this special power. It's like, no, I want to know what happened
Yeah,
without inconveniencing everyone.
Mine relates to, I mean, like, just the other day I was at Fry's and I called one of the employees' mom. So the 3 seconds, like, that would work, but I could also just make him fall asleep. And then when he wakes up, I could be like, oh shit, what happened to you, bro? And he's like, did you call me mom previously? And I was like, are you fucking stupid?
Wait, when they fall asleep, are they just like knocked out and they're just like, they can
Yeah,
get
they
head
just fall
injury?
asleep. They could get a head injury for sure.
See, if it'd be funny if they were just like, I just need to take a nap. And
I don't want
they'll
my
just
mom
walk
like
away.
real sleepy. It's not
Yeah.
even like they fall asleep, they just get real sleepy.
I'm thinking of injuries.
I
too.
feel
wouldn't
like
want anyone to fall.
like the falling asleep just gets way too creepy. I don't think
I
anyone
wonder if I
should
can
have
make
that
myself
power.
fall asleep because then
That's
I wouldn't need like
creepy,
Netflix or anything.
rapey. I don't like that.
It doesn't have to be rapey as long as you're not a rapist.
I know, but it's just like I don't want to think about anyone having that power. It's not even about like
'Cause here's the
you
thing,
or
as soon
you or
as you-
me having that power. I
You
don't want
make
anyone to
someone
have
that
it.
vulnerable, and then you like, if your goal is to be like, I gotta run away. Now you just left someone alone for
Yeah.
to be able to.
How's
they're
anyone-
asleep.
That sounds like more of a them problem though.
How's anyone supposed to trust you ever again? I wouldn't want to be in. I wouldn't want to be in a room with
I'm not
you.
gonna tell someone that I have the power to make people fall asleep, and then no one would ever want to be in a room with me. Exactly.
Well, that's the thing is if you use it even once around people who see you use it, they're gonna know that you have it, and then they're never gonna trust
I
you.
don't
Or-
think the person is necro.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
what's
just-
it
it's really
called?
just-
It's not,
Oh.
that's the wrong word.
No, not necrophilia.
I was like, that's not the right word.
And not necromancer. You're thinking of
Narcolepsy.
Narcolepsy.
Yeah.
A narcoleptic.
I would definitely take the sleeping
Steven
power.
Narcoleptic.
Oh, really good.
Oh,
You want me
it
to take
wasn't.
one?
Yeah,
Okay,
go,
Star,
go.
it's up to you. You got this.
I hope
You
it's
did
a
so
good
good.
one. Guy Pool says, would you rather master any instrument or be fluent in any language?
Ooh, that's so hard.
I would rather be. Ooh, wait.
Right?
It would be so
'Cause,
cool to be like a really, really good guitarist.
My lean toward language first, because I would love to travel anywhere
Yeah.
and just not have to worry about being misunderstood or miscommunicating with anything, and be like, this is what I want to do.
And you can
And
tell
be-
when anyone is talking shit about you.
Yes.
That language,
True.
that's the
That's
absolute
also
coolest
true.
thing you could do.
To me, that's why I'm like, language probably is the most, but Denise and I have been watching Mozart in the Jungle, and we've been binging it, and it's like, it's a show that's set in the New York Symphony, and just like watching people play classical music with like so much emotion and power to be able to convey that through an instrument is so, ooh,
So
Star, so close, is so freaking cool, and there's like a part of that I'm like, oh, I would really love to be like a master violinist.
There's
that would
just
be
like
amazing.
3 instruments I really want to learn, and I've attempted over the years to try, and then it just fails.
Which are?
Guitar, which is
Piano,
really me just
drums.
wanting me to learn bass, but every time I'm like, I want to learn bass, they're like, you should learn guitar.
You should learn guitar, and then it's easy to learn bass.
Yeah, so that's where that goes.
Yeah.
Ukulele, because it's the same little.
I
I'm
love
like, oh, it's so
ukuleles.
cute. And piano.
Yeah.
So I could actually take lessons one day and learn that. So power wise,
It's too late in my life to learn another language. I feel like you have to have that shit imprinted to you in
When
birth.
you're a little child.
But I find anyone that speaks another language that learned it, oh, that's so impressive.
Yeah.
That's so attractive.
do you learn it and still have your native accent? Or do you become like you sound like a native person speaking it? Because
I don't know.
Imagine having a dream in another language.
That's got to be really disorienting. I feel like if you learn a language late in life, you're still going to be thinking in your home language instead of like if you learn it early on in life, you might be able to think in multiple languages.
when I
usually
was
don't think
younger,
about
I
anything.
learned Spanish and English pretty much the same
Yeah.
time because I grew up in Miami, Florida, and while my mom was working, my like nanny babysitter person was a old Cuban lady who like it was just like you get to take care of me because she didn't have anything else to do.
Yeah.
And so like my first word was leche. Like I learned
Aw.
Spanish at the same time. Mind you, now my Spanish is just I understand it if people are speaking it, but my grammar, like regurgitating it back
crapper.
is horrible.
Yeah.
But whenever I'm sick or feel uncomfortable, the words that come to mind are in Spanish because I want to be comforted.
Yeah, I learned all my Spanish from Pinches Tacos, yes.
I have a problem with accents where if I'm talking to somebody with an accent, I unconsciously start slipping into their accent.
There's a name for
Racist.
that.
They're
It's
racism.
No, it's something.
Bias.
It's like language coding.
Language
or something.
coding?
That's a real thing?
Well, yeah, like when I was in Charleston with Will and Ricky doing the debate coverage in South Carolina, all of our Uber drivers
Oh,
were
you did
all
not pick up a Southern accent?
I started talking, yeah, and
it's
I couldn't help
had a
myself.
little bit of a draw.
Apparently,
A
it's because
little
you're just trying to like blend in and be more comfortable,
Yeah.
and you don't want to make other people. That's the thing. Like if I'm around my mom or my family or anything like that, I have a Caribbean accent.
Yeah.
That comes immediately back out.
Sure.
If just depending on who I'm at, who I'm around, it's you just.
But you couldn't do that Caribbean accent right here, right now.
I have a line because that does come up. I always say, which is, I went to Burger King the other day and someone thief my money.
Ooh.
Like that's the way I can sit. That's how you hear the grammar. That's how
Right.
you hear like how they twist the words around. Like that's my.
Yeah.
The voodoo strong in this room. Can you say that one next?
The voodoo strong in this room.
I love it. That's my favorite.
But it's weird because whenever I try to like, it depends on who I'm around, and the grammar itself is just very different. You put words in different places. You don't use certain syllables. So every once in a while, I'll hear like a professional video using an island accent. I'm like, we wouldn't use those words. So it sounds strange to me. Like
What kind of syllables are dropped?
When I was I went to Disneyland this weekend, and I was on the Little Mermaid ride.
I'm going to Disneyland next week.
And the ride shut down in the middle, like just for like a minute, and they had Sebastian going on, like explaining, like it's okay, and what did he say? That was like I think he used the word frustration, so he said frustration, but it was like we don't.
What would you say instead?
I know that this ride
he
being
said-
shut down is the source of your frustration.
No, he said, he
Like
used the word
that?
immediately. He's like,
Oh.
the ride will come back on immediately, and I'm just like, no, you'd say right now. It'd be like, the ride is starting right now. Like you wouldn't. It was just strange.
Lost in translation.
God, white people are so boring.
But it was
true.
That's so
but it
true.
was fine. I get it. Like it's Disneyland. Of course, it's gonna be corporate, and they're gonna like keep it as
Right.
Like, but it was, and it's not like you don't use that word. You would like it,
I'm not going to go back to Disneyland now.
but it
Yeah,
just didn't.
he's
It just,
canceling his
at least
trip.
to
This
me,
is
it didn't
bullshit.
feel like a natural. Like I was like, oh,
That's a little weird.
it like ticked me. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Ticks me too. I'm very frustrated. I'm very frustrated.
All right, pal. Okay.
So this one's from Dr. Shroot, who says, "What's your favorite type of taste?" Example: sweet, sour, spicy.
Oh,
So the thing is, I love me some spicy because it gives me like an adrenaline rush,
yeah, it's true. You get that dopamine release.
like a roller coaster.
It feels real nice.
Loves me some pie though.
I don't like spicy that numbs your mouth though. I feel
Like too spicy.
I used to like that as a kid, and then like now I'm like I want to taste the other flavors of
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Uh,
Sour, not so much.
It depends.
Good.
I like the blend. It's like, is it too douchey to say, my favorite flavor is umami, the blend of all the flavors? Meh.
Yeah, that
yeah,
is
it's pretty
that is
douchey.
so
That's
douchey.
very douchey.
Yeah.
You have to choose between one flavor.
I don't know. It can't. It's not sweet because if something's too sweet, can't stand
it's like
it.
I like subtle
What about
sweet.
salty?
I like a sweet, salty blend.
You know what I had yesterday at the movie theater that was real
What'd
good?
you have?
I had Sour Patch Kids mixed with popcorn. Normally it's like chocolate mixed with popcorn, right? You had
Yes.
chocolate. I had sweet and Sour Patch Kids mixed with the popcorn, and my God, you guys, let me tell you about it.
No, that's
One of the
not
greatest
sound good at
experiences of
all.
my
All right,
entire
okay.
life. It was so good.
Maybe like the type of sweetness in like a teriyaki kind of
Yeah.
sauce where it's
That's
like
like
it's
a sweet
sweet
and
but it's
salty.
savory.
Yeah.
Like that flavor
Yeah, can we
profile.
call savory? I want savory, like not sweet,
Like a
salty.
hot steak.
Yeah, well, it's like that flavor that you
root
get
like
from
a,
like
like
a.
A1 sauce.
Yeah,
where there's
like
like a
a-
little tang. It's a little sweet, but it's like right.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
that kind of like it's like you get it mostly in like fats. Like you get it in like an avocado, or you get it in butter, or you get it in like a steak or something like that. Like I like that flavor.
I'm gonna say spicy Mexican food for me.
Yeah, spicy is real good.
That's my favorite.
Oh,
So, Star,
spicy's
you
fine.
were really close to the
That's
lens last
salty,
time.
yeah.
How far did you pull this back? How far did you?
Medium.
Medium.
More than that.
More than that next time. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Do we want to pull one more? I feel like we have time to do one more. Yeah. Star, you go ahead. What do we got?
This is real exciting for me.
Scully for President says, what's a tattoo that you would theoretically want but never get?
Oh, shit.
That's a good one.
All tattoos.
I love, there are these tattoo types that it's like watercolor painting, where it looks like splashes.
Yeah.
And the artist that does it, like, it looks like watercolor, so it's kind of see-through-y,
Oh, that's
and it's
really
just
cool.
really abstract. However, I've never seen it on someone who's not pale, so it doesn't, I don't, like, if I could see it done on someone
risky
darker
business,
skinned,
Yeah.
I would love an example of it, but I think it works because, I mean, like, the closer you look to paper, like, skin tone-wise, I think it looks more like you could see the
I really
texture.
want, if there was like a catalog of complexion shades with
Paper.
names, I would love it if his was paper and it's just a
Casper.
picture of him. Like,
But that's one that I've always kind of been like, if I was gonna get like a big tattoo and deal with the pain,
yeah.
I would do.
That
have
would be the
a
one.
deep-seated, really just a big crush on Darren.
Sure.
Really like his line tattoos on his arms.
Yeah, those are great.
Very much like those, and I also have some like posters hanging up of Darren, and I have like his tracks playing in my closet. I have a little shrine, and I think that I would go with the same tattoo
Does
that he has.
Darren know? Does Darren know your
Does
affection?
Darren know?
I'm
God, dude.
asking.
Keep it here.
Well, I'm
Does
just
Darren
saying
know?
you're putting this on the internet.
I don't think it's weird.
I don't think it's weird either. I remember once he called you a fresh brother.
Once, and then I never went back. I'd love to hang out with them, but you know, just once he saw the shrine, I don't know. It's just like maybe he just thought it was like just not for him.
Do you
or
think
whatever.
that, traditionally having a shrine for someone
It's
doesn't help
very romantic?
doesn't help you get closer to them, because instead you're putting all your energy into a shrine instead of developing a relationship with that person?
Matthew Lieberman gums. That's a fuck no.
All right, well, that's fair. For me, I guess just like I had it beaten into me, like as a kid, that when you're Jewish, you don't get tattoos because then you can't get buried in a Jewish cemetery. And I don't care about that shit now, but it was just like, I never thought about what tattoo I would get when I was young, and now I can't think of anything that's actually important enough to me that I would want to get it.
What do you want
Like-
written on your grave in your Jewish cemetery?
Ooh, I don't know.
Gefilte fish?
I don't know if I'm supposed to have a grave. I don't want a grave. I don't want even
be
anybody
cremated?
to know where to find me. Legitimately. If you cared about me, you have memories or you have the stuff I did while I was here. I don't give a don't come find me.
If
So you
get
don't have any
cremated, I will
tattoos?
spread your ashes.
What?
You don't have any tattoos?
No tattoos.
Do you have any tattoos? No. Oh, okay.
Someday maybe I'll get a
I have this
tattoo.
little one. This was
That's real
last
cute.
year.
Sailor Moon.
It is related to Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
Because that's the show that got me into art and drawing and all that stuff. So it led my artistic path. But this was the least gaudy Sailor Moon tattoo concept that I could
Yeah,
think
because
of.
it's very
'Cause
simple.
everything on that show is like, while I love it for its hyper femininity, it's a lot
It's
for
busy,
any type of like
big and
graphic.
kawaii.
But if I didn't care, I would
Yeah.
easily get like also like her locket or something or just something like
the visor, the staff, with
any,
the heart
any
on
of the
top.
weapons. But
Yeah.
it's so obnoxiously like just like hi,
Yeah.
pink.
It's
great.
I'm trying to think, if I were to get one, what would I get?
Kale.
No, I would not get Kale tattooed. You know what? I'll get Lucy tattooed on my.
You
on
would
my
get your
forearm.
guinea pig?
I would get
Aw, you
Lucy.
really love that guinea pig.
I love that guinea pig, and I'm worried because she's old. She's like getting older, so like I'm worried, and I'm like, that's something I would do.
You're
I would
gonna take, like, a
commemorate
leave of absence.
Lucy.
If
when
someone
that
had a
happens.
button-
No, I'm not quite that bad. I might take it like a day off or something. But my brother, he loves his cat so much. His cat Leo.
If someone had a button that said you could press this and it'll kill your guinea pig or your parents, which one would you take? You gotta choose right now, dude.
I
You have
don't
5
want-
seconds,
I don't
otherwise
want
they both
this
die. Otherwise,
hypothetical.
5, 4,
No,
3,
no,
2,
I'm
they
not-
both died, sorry.
God damn it. I'm not making that choice. You're evil for presenting.
You're like the Riddler, the Batman thing.
Yeah, what
like,
the fuck, Riddler? Why are you picking on me? I didn't do shit to you. I'm not important.
Okay, new
Mr.
challenge.
Enigma?
You either have to suck your guinea pig's dick or your parents' dick. Here
No!
we go. 5.
No!
Yeah, you sucked
My
them
guinea
both, I
pig is a
guess.
female.
Damn it, you sucked them both.
You need to give him like scenarios.
I'm not a scenario guy.
Like your girlfriend or your parents.
My parents have had a good enough life.
Okay, you or your girlfriend?
Me.
Okay. Well, that's kind of you. I'm not shaking your hand.
Just to make it a legal document. Ow.
You hurt yourself. You
See, people get hurt in non-cool ways, right?
Like swiped down to come get me.
I just almost shook your hand again.
Yeah, no, don't.
That brings it back to that one full circle, because remember when we were talking about how people don't get hurt in cool ways, and then boom.
So gang, what's the lamest way that you've ever been injured? Let us know down in the comments below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and continue to submit your topics via the hashtag Table Talk and Reddit /r/SourceFed. I'm Matt Lieberman.
I'm Steve Zaragoza.
I'm Starlene Hodge.
All right, bye gang.
If you're a casual superhero fan, you may notice some similar characters across both DC and Marvel. You might hear fanboys even argue about who came first. Was it Black Cat or Catwoman? What about Mr. Fantastic or Plastic Man or Elongated Man? Why are there so many?